What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Now, today we're doing an interview. It's a long time interview. We should have done forever ago, but it's with the senior champion Jesper, who actually won Worlds. Did I say seniors nationals? I don't know. Seniors world champion Jesper, who actually played the Yanmega Vespa Queen deck. We really haven't seen it out of nowhere. I mean, it literally came out of nowhere. Nobody ever thought about this deck, and Jesper came and he played it. And just to let you know, two things about the interview. One thing, it's really laggy. Some parts it's hard to hear, but you can hear the majority of the interview. You might have to rewind some of it. I apologize for that. It's because he does live in a whole different country, and it's really hard. I think I had bad internet, or he had bad internet at the time, but we did get it done. You can hear the majority of the conversation, which is really great. And two, Jesper does use some, I like to call them words of wisdom, so watch out for those, for sure. You'll see what I'm talking about, so fair warning for that. But, so the deck, Vest Queen, we know what this does. Be Revenge, 20 plus 10 more damage for each Pokemon you discard pile. Yanmega, we haven't focused Yanmega on the channel, and I do plan on doing this very soon. But Yanmega, with the Sonic Vision, if you have exactly 4 cards in your hand, ignore all energy in the attack cost of each of this Pokemon's attacks. And Yanmega Break, with the Barrier Break 100, this tax damage isn't affected by any weakness, resistance, or any other effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Now, this deck plays Burst Balloon. If your opponent hits it, they can hit for 60 damage. And with Ariados, you can do 10 more damage. So the concept with Yanmega Break is you can use Barrier Break plus Ariados for 110, and if they attack you, they get knocked out because 110 HP. And everything else, you can use Vespa Queen. If your opponent has a tool, Assault Boom can do 50 plus 70, which is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 120, plus the Poison, which is 130, plus the poison, or plus the burst boom is 200 poison. So I'm trying to think if Assault Boom even matters. Really, it doesn't seem like Assault Boom matters too much. But if your opponent puts a Fluster on a Shaman, you can easily knock it out. I mean, Yanmega plus Ariados is a knockout because Ariados has the Poison's Nest. Both active Pokemon have poison. But this list he used, we talk about it just a little bit in the interview. Most of the interview revolves around Worlds, how he did at Worlds, how his matchups were, and stuff like that. But guys, hope you enjoyed this interview. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll get some more interviews up here soon. I know I have been struggling interviewing people, but like I said, I apologize for the lagginess. You'll see what I'm talking about during the video, but hopefully it is still very nice to watch, or very great to watch. But guys, thanks for watching, and let's see the interview right now.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Interview 2016 Pokemon CCG Senior Division World Champion Jesper Eriksen.
Woo!
Yeah. Ah!
I like how you introduced yourself.
Yeah, like you would have done the same.
Yeah, would I? I don't think so. I'd be like, he just won Worlds. Would not that big of a deal.
My accomplishments don't matter.
They do matter. Look at that trophy. That's amazing. The only trophy I got is this thing.
Oh wait a second.
Okay.
Is that my nationals? Oh, that's a finalist. Shit. I suck at this game.
Alright, guys, but today we're talking about Jesper and his, I guess, Worlds experience. I know it's been like 2 months since Worlds happened, but you know, we'll still get in there, so.
Yeah. Sucks.
Alright, so I guess you didn't have to play day 1, correct?
Yeah, I didn't. I had 1500 CP, so yeah.
Holy
of course.
cow. Yeah.
Never mind.
So what does somebody do during day 1 when they already have like a day 2 locked?
You get stressed. Bad seniors player would play Night March, I guess. That's your plan.
But like, okay, so going like during day 1, did you already have a deck in mind?
And then you just play whatever you feel. Mega Best just before I switched hotels. So those were, and like I can always choose Night March, you know, but I really thought of Water Box and Yanmega. It's the only decks I could play.
Okay. And then day 1, did you like make your decision of which deck to play?
Yeah, during day 1 I saw too much Vespa Queen and Night March variants to like feel safe about Water Box. And I felt like Yanmega has a slightly favorite in the Night March. I would play against a lot of Night March, and then I would possibly win.
Okay, all right. Now, how did you end up coming with this deck list? Like, we've never seen a deck like this before. Like, it was basically Yon Mega's first time coming out. So, how did you
Yeah.
decide to make the list?
I didn't make a list myself. Testing day. Oh my god, scratches. Yeah. We had a test for check out best pick win whatever, and I thought, well, this deck must be beaten by something. So I took like 20 games with it, 20 games with it against Night March, and even though I played Night March like really good, I drew very good hands. I only won like 3 games out of those 20. Either I'm a bad player or the deck is just really, really good. So we tested it around, and it had some slightly favorable matchups across the field, but Tremnant was really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was actually a pretty good deck. So, Worlds, and then the meta was right for it.
Okay, all right. So, how did day 2 go? Like, what were your matchups and everything like that?
My matchups during day 2 was a round 1 with the Australian guys. We played a Night March with Ninja Boy and Latios. And yeah, it's pretty bad if you like start combi and then they start be like, oh yeah, Ninja Boy. But like imagine like if he starts Latios, if he played Giovanni's, he would like Balkan Burst with Giovanni's versus Seeker and Psychic fighting Fury Belt. Luckily, he didn't play that. But during game 1, I went first. My coin flip. I flipped off of combi, but Latios thing straight away. Like it was very casual in the way he played. I won, like not easily, but it's like Night March is always straight off to 1 prices, and then Burst and Bloom came in to save the match.
Okay.
Game 2 was an N, like against N. Imagine you go down like 1 prize, you don't have like 1 up. It's pretty hard to like set up your stuff, and you get into 1. You have to do like I did in finals, like top deck the single way. Yes. But but it didn't go that well in me during the tournament, and I couldn't do anything against that. Our game 3 came down to like trades, but he at some point he stopped after I just kept charging him, and it came down to a point where time was called. This is left, so I last ended her shaman, and off a trainer's mill where he had like 8 cards in deck. He whiffed the AC, so he could pick up the second shaman and secure a tie. So I could like Lysander and KO it again.
Okay. Yeah.
So we take those. Say number 1 in the world on global rankings. I was number 2. He had like 57 more CP than I did, so I was kind of mad about that. Yeah, I was basically just 1 match away from beating nationals final, so I would have been number 1. But never mind. I played against him. We played quad Sorok with the well-known artillery. Really, I don't for him. Tested a few games with quad Sorok against the Mega deck, and quad Sorok is, of course, really reliant on bench size. So if you could like limit your bench, while you can maybe like Sky Return early game to like remove the easy prices, you would definitely have a good matchup there. So I won game 1. Game 2, it came up to be an important point where he played the wrong Sarua. So he didn't play the new Sarua from Breakthrough. He played an old where it had 50 HP instead of 60. So what I started with was insanely crap, but I could only get off a 50, a Sonic Boom for 50. Or sorry, Assault Boom. There we go.
Yeah.
I could only get Assault Boom off for 50 if he passed with no basics extra. Then that one. So he used to train. He top tick trainer's mill, gets an N. He plays the N and then passes. And I go like, go, and I get like through half my deck before I can have a 40 giant plants, Yamega and Yamega break to like donk him.
Uh-huh.
And that's a 2-0. As I said before, Trevenant is really a bad matchup. So you wanted to avoid that really much because against Trevenant, what you have to hope on is that they only set up one Trevenant turn 1 or turn 2, 3, 4, whatever, throughout the game. And they set up a lot of shit. That's the only way you win. But if your opponent isn't stupid or whatever they can be, but if your opponent isn't stupid or whatever, you lose that matchup completely. I wrote in my article, it's like 1090, to be fair. It was really bad.
Yeah.
So round 3, I played against the same guy who made in top 4. I got stomped really hard. Like I was like sitting, maybe game 2 I can get a tie of this, maybe. No, just forget it. Never mind. Round 4, I met a Japanese player. Or she was a Japanese player. There we go. I met a she. It's you don't do that usually at Pokemon tournaments.
Yeah.
It's all a but she played Saiga Wildplume. The weakness advantage, but she made up a deal over. Like I couldn't set up. I didn't set up more than one Vespiquen per game, so that was pretty bad. But I could only hit for 100 with Yamega. So she would Cell Storm, heal 30 from herself, then let me hit for 100 again. And then she would either AC or reach a nuke into a card bank and then load up in the next side guard. I would be like, the fuck? So the only chance I had was like having where I used Ariados really good. I need to set up Ariados turn 1, else I would lose. But I set up Ariados turn 1 where I can like poison the card bank while I just do the Assault Boom for the last turn of damage I need.
Yeah.
I was kind of lucky game 1 I could do that. She didn't even get to turn 1 eye block, but I just drew past. So it wouldn't matter really much. So I just really lost that game fastly. Game 3, it came down really close. I had like the strategy with the Ariados, Assault Boom stuff. It came down to me to she used an N. She didn't have that many 6 cards in deck after that. Then she passed a turn. If I didn't draw a Lysander or Sycamore to like get combi Vespiquen DZ stuff, I would lose. I top decked Lysander, so I could Lysander a Zygarde with 110 damage on it, and she used all her ACs already. Or the last one was just like Sky Return that and just keep on Sky Returning. In the end, she could Cell Storm with it, but she didn't have enough energy in deck to like retreat it. More draw this my deck. Hand over extended hand. Handshake done. Deck out.
Yeah, we'll take it.
We take those. But the next round was like against the Japanese. I really hate playing against Japanese players. Like they're good players, and I have nothing against them. That's like the language barriers, and they're really stressing to play against. Like they're really like they know the game. Like playing against masters. Like when you play Japanese junior, you're like, oh, I'm getting smashed. But I met in round 5. I met a Japanese guy again. He played Night March, and surprisingly, he didn't play like any text. It was like a usual night march matchup. I lost game 1 on an N. I can't do anything against that. That's the only way they win against me is N. Game 2, we had a little situation during the first couple of turns because I used a Sky Physiology had a Fine Fury Belt. I used Sky Return on it. I didn't take a prize because I thought I knew when I attached the DC that, oh shit, it has a Fine Fury Belt. But then I was committed to use Sky Return.
Yeah. So
I attached a Bursting Blue to another Pokemon. I would then throw up a Spade. But then I used Sky Return, and he was a really fast player. So he used like first teammates and like looked in his deck and I was like, stop. And he was like, he actually said to me, so I would get a prize. He would get a prize penalty, and he would then shuffle his deck, return the teammates to his hand because the Versus Seeker was a legal play. He could use the Versus Seeker, and then he would just use Night March and take a prize, and then get his shots to KO with Bursting Balloon. And game 2, I won that on the prize penalty. I won with 1 prize lead. Take those again.
Yeah.
Game 3, it wasn't really much of a game. I had an early judge who completely disrupted him. And yeah. I won.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it, but like I won.
Yeah. Judge, he had a bad hand, you won.
That's like the old standard format before N.
Yeah.
Judge, draw, yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
But got round 6. Yeah, round 6. I was playing against Alex Kreckler. He played some weird dark stuff. He played Darkness with Yveltal, Darkrai with Malamar. He didn't play Fright Knight, and he played like 3 Enhanced Hammers, 4 Bursting Balloons. He played 3 Fire and Fury Belts as well.
Okay.
He played Delinquent, he played Flare Gun, he played Zero Sleek, he played whatever. Game 1 was really like, it's actually a really back and forth matchup. Like, we trade prizes evenly. But I can actually hit into a balloon where he has a Baby Veltal. And I wouldn't get KO'd to turn afterwards, so I could just retreat between Yamega breaks. And in the end game, I would just be like having where I could just load up damage and just KO stuff. So my strategy is like an early push with Yamega break. And then late game, I would just like Lysander Regime and Lysander Darkrai. And I would take all my prizes that way.
Okay.
Game 2, yeah, it was basically game 1 from there. I just drew all my prizes as fast as I could. That's a matchup. Oh, wait, I screwed my leg. There we go. It's like I hit the contact with my foot. Yeah. So game 2, we ended up having a really close game. There we go. Not tight but close. Yeah. He delinquented me to. Yeah, I don't like delinquent though, but he used delinquent to get me down to 0 cards. Bad luck. And then free turns I just drew past, but I was still in the game. So I used to judge. I had everything. I had like Yamega break, can't be Vesperquint. But in the end, it came down to him. He had to use Max and flip 2 out of 2 heads. Otherwise, I could Lysander Shaman and KO it.
Yeah.
How many heads does he get on Maximar?
0.
2.
Oh.
He wins. Not close at all. Benched him, I think.
Jesper.
Yeah.
When I said 0, it cut off after that. So reset what you want to say.
Oh yeah. He flipped 2 heads on Maximar game 2.
Yeah.
2 ended. Yeah. He ended the game with Maximar double heads. Game 3, I met him at Worlds 2015 as well. So in Game 3, he dead drew like he did the year before against me. So I will move on to be 5-1. So I was like really confident. I was like, I could just tie in now and be like, I have a good tiebreaker. Like I looked at my last opponents, there were like pretty good scores. And I was like, I can tie in, I can do whatever. And I meet a freaking 4-1-1 player, Justin Cool, as he was playing Greninja with bursting balloons. Yeah, like I thought that match was easy because of, like weakness, but then I found out like bursting balloons, Greninja break, giant water shuriken. It would be really hard if you said stuff because I can guys lead, but giant water. Oh, but he dead drew both games. Game 1 was over in like 2 minutes. I benched him. He didn't start Talonflame either game, luckily. Game 2, it was pretty much the same, but otherwise he hit a bubble 3 times in a row where I couldn't get my AC, so I couldn't retreat or anything. So you could just bubble 3 turns in a row without I could do anything. I was like, draw, play supporter, pass, draw, play supporter, pass, draw, pass. It's like when he flip, he like even when he flip heads, the turn after he was like, I scoop, I can't do anything about this. Like, and I'm 6-1 with a Jan Mega deck. And it's like if I went and told like everyone in the room, they'll be like, "Are you shitting me? You're kidding me?" Like whatever. And then Hayden Cameron Jacobus,
Yeah.
from Team C as well. You know him,
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
Before tournament, he said, if you make top cut with a deck, I give you $20. If you make first seed, I give you 30. And I just went straight over to it like this. Money, money, and money. Like 6-1, I was pretty sure of the first seed. And he was like, "Oh, you actually did it." And I went into the side room, like where you had a stream and such, like where you can like gather and sit and eat your meal and stuff. I went with Daniel Elsevier sitting there. I think it was like Cal Heverland. I don't know if Cal Heverland, trainer, Senator, all those guys in Austin, Mans as well. They were sitting in that room, and I was like, "Guys, first seed of Worlds." I was just like this, and then they'd be like, "What is this?" And then after my round 7 as well, was I went over to Kenny West Master. He's in like seniors. What do you think? And he was like, huh? It makes pretty good sense, I guess. That's what he said. He was like, it makes pretty good sense. And then, yeah, that was like all the people there were like, what is this? And like after day 1, we had a guy who was like our testing bunny. After he made it in, like a lot of people were asking me about the deck, and I was like, sorry, dude, I can't tell you. And after I made first seed, it was even worse. Like, everyone was like, but I went on. I played top 8 against Tanner Hurley. He was playing Greninja as well. But I found out that he played without bursting balloons. He played 1 muscle band.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't make the matchup easier, actually. You know, like he can attach muscle band to a Greninja from Breakpoint, and he can use Giant Water Shuriken and Water Shuriken to KO Vespiquen on bench, Moonlight Slash, and then kill another Vespiquen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when he plays Bursty Balloons, he attaches them, and I can use Mega more effectively. That game, I couldn't use Mega more than once or twice, and I had to take like my last prizes with Vespiquen. So it ended up being really, really harsh for me. Game 1, it ended up being able to be like he played all my attackers. It ended up being with me sticking with 3 shamans, and I drew have a Versus Seeker in hand. I go like AC for 5 cards. I was like so excited. I just like Versus Seeker AC, take up shaman, put it down again. He was like, dude, I use Shadow Stitching. Oh, I scoop. It was basically just like, oh, I scoop. I've done those bits where I did that easy. Just be like, I scoop.
Yeah.
That's a situation I could. Yeah, I don't think I would have done it even with the Sycamore. The game, the chances were so slim at that point. But game 2, it ended up being like trades and stuff, and he got a late game. He whiffed some stuff. He whiffed some energies for Water Shurikens. So I took game 2. And then in the end, in game 3, we had a really trade-off match. I used N, got him down to 3 cards. Of course, he drew the 4th. And in all the match, he like, off the ends and stuff, he was like Sycamore, Versus Seeker, Sycamore and stuff. It was really annoying. But what I would do was, in the end, yeah, I ended in 3. I ended myself to like 2 cards or something. I could attack with Vespiquen. I had 2 Vespiquen set up with DCs and stuff. I'll make on bench. So what I would do is like KO Greninja Break after the N, and then Sycamore. If he hit 2 water energies, he would KO both my Yanmega in play and my Vespiquen. My last 2 attackers in deck. And he had 2 Froakies on bench. That's really important to remember. But he used in the process, like, he used a Sycamore. If he had 2 water energies, he would win all top 8. He drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 water. 1. He had a 13 to 15 card deck, and he had 5 water energies in it. 5, 6, 7 water energies. And that was like, 2 waters is like extremely high at that point.
Yeah.
It was like they're all stacked, and they were like, oh, yes. He used Trainer's Mail afterwards, and my brother told me after a match, the first 3 cards of the Trainer's Mail used after Sycamore was 3 water energies. We take those. But then I proceeded, my last card in deck, he only KO'd my Vespiquen, so I was like, well, I put up Yanmega, Versus Seeker Lysander, and then I would just put on a basic to have 4 cards in hand, and the Versus Seeker Lysander stuff for Froakie. Take my last, and that was top 8.
There we go.
Yeah, you hit top 4 if your opponent whiffs in top 8. That's how you do it. I forgot last year when I got kicked out of top 8 there. Or, as I might have said earlier, I'm at permanent top 4. Dumped, I think. So, what I would say is I had to get extremely lucky. I don't know how I did it, but he won the coin flip. I started Yanma. Might was Yanma, Yanmega, Yanmega Break, Spinus, Judge, and Forest of Giant Plants. Yes, that's good.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And he only set up, as I said, the key to the matchup was he only set up one Tronin if he goes first, and then he has Shamans on bench. Yes. Yes. He used Wally on Trevenant. I was like, I don't care. I don't have any items in hand. And like my top deck was fast double calls, boom, 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 was all the aerials on the game in 5 minutes. And I was like, well, if I could get that luck, I go good. But in game 2, he whiffs turn 1 Tronan, and he plays a Sycamore instead, discarding a Headringer. And at that point, I didn't know how many Headringers he was playing, and it came down to a really rough situation where he'd have drawn 4 prize cards. I had a a Westbrook when I play. So what I went for was just like Shaman looping, and I only drew 2 prizes at that point when I started Shaman looping. So it was like N. He used 3 versus Seekers and 2 Ns. It's like 5 Ns total to like shake off my Shamans and stuff. I kept on drawing Shamans and easy, and I like Sky Return until decked out, and I found out he flipped his last prize card. Guess what that prize card was?
I'm gonna put money and say Headringer.
Yeah, Headringer, yeah. I was like, if you had that, you would have won. And he was like, yeah, I would. And like either one who won the game would have won Worlds, because Trevor would have had a good matchup. Should have had a good Topaz matchup. Like, I don't know how good was the Topaz matchup for Chernand.
I think it's really good, especially they can't hit the rough seas.
Yeah, Connor only played 2 rough seas, so
Yeah.
I think Raphael could have done it.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah, I then proceeded to finals. I felt really high. But I felt really good. I felt really lucky. I had the luck with me all day. So I went to finals. We all know what happened. Game 1, it was really like, if I could just keep on streaming Westbrook wins, I would have win, because Seismitoad has double weakness. So I hit all my stuff, and then a crucial point, he used N for 1, KO my last Westbrook win. Off the 1 card on N, I drew Sycamore, and I drew a Yamega. So I won the game 2 turns later when I used and then I used special charge after that Sycamore. And then a turn after top deck DC to attach to a Westbrook one and then retreat KO on a Crobat. Top decks. Game 2, I rewatched the game 2, and the commentators were really like, oh yeah, we're just waiting for Jesper to be world champion, and then used N. I dead drew, and I played my hand down with extra 3 cards because I was like trying to Lysander and Shaman, and that was the Lysander was 4th card in my hand. And then used Delinquent. Why? But he used Delinquent game 2. It didn't be hard to get back there. So we ended up going to the sign game 3, where I got I went first, of course. But my hand was horrendous after my turn 1. It was really bad. I was sitting like stadiums, clumped energies and stuff. And he used N. He used N on me. I was so lucky he didn't have single word, but he used N on me, and I drew everything off that. So I won Worlds. Within Worlds.
I know. Like during the finals of Game 3, when I saw your hand, I was like, "Oh, Jesper loses," and then the guy played in, and I was like, "Oh, now he doesn't lose."
Now Jesper wins. I was sitting like this, praying to the top deck gods, like, give me a Sycamore. But he ended up being like, well, I play N. Yes.
We'll take it.
And like I think on cameras and stuff, they were like showing me shaking my head. I was like, oh yeah, I had nothing. I was like this. I had nothing. I had nothing. I had nothing. But it was really that was the second most crucial point of that series. That was in game one.
Yeah. Well, man,
Yeah, and I guess that wraps it up, kind of.
well, yeah, but congrats, man. Still amazing.
Yeah, it's it gives me a huge advantage when it comes to like top 22 placements this year for paid invites for Worlds. Well, I already got my paid invite, but I want a day 2 as well.
Yeah, true.
Of course. Yeah.
Didn't you age up?
Yeah, I'm a Masters player now, so it's becoming a bit more tough. But I take it as a good challenge to do good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you already got that. You already got that fresh 500 though, so that's good.
Oh, fresh 500.
Well, we hope it's 500. We don't know it's 500.
Well, your invite is 500, so like I get an invite, so that means I get 500 points.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It should be. It should be. I don't know yet, but
Pokemon Trolls gives you 300 points.
I'll get pissed off.
Like, thanks, Pokemon.
I'll get really mad.
Yeah.
Be like, first you ruined Ninja Boy and PC Joe, and then you gave me 300 points, and then you ruined 3 die on Pokemon CCG Online, whatever. And I forgot. Well, they should give me like the 300 point as a punishment because I didn't shout my Worlds interview. That was the biggest mistake I ever made.
What was your mistake?
I didn't shout out Harambe's interview.
Sorry, I didn't hear it clearly the first time. I wanted to hear it the second time around.
Richmond Singh, everybody, Trainer Wolf, whatever. I'm sorry, but I actually forgot. But yeah, Worlds was amazing. Even if it hadn't won, it would still be a good event.
Yeah,
Worlds will always be a good event, but I was really like Pokemon kind of messed up this year with like the venue and the guest passes and whatever.
well, hopefully that'll be fixed now since the limit's 500.
Yeah, they won't be giving out that many invites. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how many US players got 500 points last year. It was like only 100 something, or 70.
I don't even know.
So the invites will be, Worlds will be more close, I guess.
Well, I was top 100 and I had 450 something. So
It'll be less than
yeah,
100
a little less.
players invited.
Yeah.
Look at last year. Maybe you can get 100 because players would go for it after 300. Because we had a lot of players who stopped after 300, of course.
Yeah, true. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we don't. Fortunately.
Yeah. All right, Jesper. Do you have anything else to say before we head on out?
I want to shout out Harambe. He didn't die for nothing.
That sounds good. And guys, like I said earlier, I'll leave a link down below to his 6 cards article. Make sure you go check it out and everything too. So yeah. Jesper, you still there? Good, Jesper?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So thanks for watching. Make sure you go watch.
Get
read
my
the
article.
Yeah, read the
Give
article.
up.
Good thumbs up on it. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.